everyone out there. Again, thank you for tuning in to what now is my weekly review of the fourth season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which it happens to be one of the most popular group of ladies from the Real Housewives franchise. So if you are anything like me, you were sitting in front of the television and just could not wait. I just could not wait to watch the drama unfold on the premiere tonight of like I said, the season 4 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it actually started off pretty nice. It looks like Kim is very pregnant, and the show opened with her picking out. Well, it appears that she was moving some things from storage into her new, what she called her dream home, and she's now living with her boyfriend. At this part of the season, she's now living with her boyfriend, and they're moving into this very nice house. Kim is very pregnant. It appears that at this time of taping of the season that she could be expecting very soon. So it was kind of interesting to see, Kim's family back, and they still have Sweetie, and Kim is going through the whole pregnancy thing. So that all was kind of humorous in that all in itself. I love Kim. I love all of the ladies actually, but Kim is a piece of work. So and then it goes off to my girl Nene. I love Nene Leakes. She is just. I know I said that I love all of the ladies, but I love Nene Leakes. She is, a person whom I've never met in person before, but I happen to really look forward to any opportunity to actually meet her in person. She seems like a wonderful person, but she doesn't take any stuff, and she's a lot like myself, so I think we would get along really well. But in the beginning of the show, Nene was out looking for a car for her son, Bryson, who's at 21 years old now. And apparently the truck that they brought him a few seasons ago, that they bought him a few seasons ago, he had crashed and so on and so forth. So he ended up buying it looks like a Charger, I think it was. And she starts to talk about some issues that Sheree was bringing up about Nene in the public, about some money thing, and about them being at an event or being invited to an event, and Nene trying to take some money, quote, out of her pocket. Now that actually came up on the very next part, when Sheree, she was with Lawrence. He was making her song in the studio. So after he was making the song, she started to talk to Lawrence, who it appears that Lawrence is a very good friend of Sheree's. And she was saying, she was invited to an event, and she had given Nene's information to the person that was responsible for the event promoter. And apparently, she believes that Nene has tried to take some information, take some money or an opportunity from Sheree by going behind her back and talking directly to the event coordinators. And they actually met at a restaurant towards the end of the show, and what I thought was going to be a very nice and cordial meeting, it ended up blowing up before our very eyes. They went back and forth. Sheree called the event promoter. The promoter said Nene did it. Nene said she did not do it. It just went back and forth. And Nene was quoted by saying, "You were running your mouth, and I was running to the bank, depositing a Trump check." And the drama has actually already started. This is the very first episode of the fourth season, but I can tell you that the drama has already started. But to move off of that a little bit, our very lovely Cynthia Bailey, the fashion model, she has decided to open the Bailey Agency. Now, I pretty much knew about this because we follow Cynthia on Twitter, and she talks about this for a while, or she's talked about this for a while. And the model expert, the guru, Miss J, came to the opening or the pre-opening of her modeling school to really give the model hopefuls some tips And that's pretty much where she went with that. We saw Cynthia again meeting up with Nene to kind of trying to iron out this frustration she has about why she's being accused of stealing money from or attempting to stealing money from Sheree. And Nene is very upset about it. So I don't believe that Nene, from what I've heard, and this is just what was in the episode tonight, I don't personally believe that Nene, not only I don't think she did what the promoter saying she's doing, but she doesn't seem like the type of person that would do that. And technically, she's right. Like, what reason would she have to try to take money from Sheree when she's actually doing quite well on her own right now? And I can tell you that promoters, not all promoters out there are very credible. So maybe we can hope that Sheree is going to try to dig more and find out what really took place with the whole situation with this event that apparently they went to, or they were invited to in Philly. So yeah, so we saw Cynthia in her in the pre-opening of her modeling school, and then Phaedra. Let me tell you, I absolutely love Phaedra as well. She is just too funny. Phaedra has decided to explore and expand on an opportunity to open up a funeral home. Now, this touches bases with me because I've always, for some reason, had this big interest in funeral home operations. I mean, from the point where they get the body from wherever the final resting place was, or wherever the place where they died and was kept until being laid to the final resting place. All of that seems very fascinating, and to some people just don't like to talk about it. But I see that there is someone else in the world that shares my interests, such as Phaedra. So she's looking into buying her own funeral home, and what really put this off is that unfortunately her great aunt passed away, and it looks like Phaedra really had the task of finalizing these arrangements and setting up, doing the whole estate arrangements and so on and so forth. So, and again, apparently she went to one of the top funeral directors in Atlanta, Mr. Willie Watkins, and they had the music on the hearse, and they had the horse and buggy, and they were just all it was actually, this might sound crazy, but it was actually a nice funeral from what we saw, because the part we saw, she was just the deceased, Phaedra's great aunt was just about to be buried, so all we saw was the cemetery. But I mean, it looked like it came off as a nice ceremony. So Phaedra, again, she's looking forward to opening up her own funeral home, and then so she said that she wanted a big funeral. She likes to do it grand, so it looks like she was successful. And then Candy. Well, Candy is actually, here's the one of the many reasons why I love Candy Barris, is because Candy, she happens to have her hands in a number of different pots, and in this world, in this economy, that I think that's very important. I think it's important for any professional to be very multifaceted. And Candy is not only doing the music, she just actually came out with a new album. She's still in music production, I believe, and she's also looking into, she's launched her own intimate luxury line. And we all know what that is. Of course, I don't think I have to go into too many details about that. So it was very interesting to see them so open about exploring the idea of using of bringing the intimate luxuries into their bedroom, so to speak. And it looks like not only was Candy most open to it, but Phaedra was just like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what what the remaining of the season is going to bring. I personally hope that Nene and Sheree really gets all of this squared away, because I understand how these things can tend to be misconstrued, and it's very well possible that the promoter was playing both sides and got some things switched up, and now he has them at each other, and he's gonna could end up benefiting in the end. We don't know. I personally don't believe that. Again, I don't believe that Nene is guilty of what she's been accused of doing. So I really hope that she makes well. I hope they get this all squared away. So, yeah, we really are off to a good start with our six Southern Belles. That's Nene, that's Phaedra, Candy, Sheree, Cynthia, and Kim. All are back. And it's every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can always look forward to my review every Sunday after the show. And again, you can also look forward to my weekly broadcast of Talks with Tim every Wednesday. So again, thank you so much for watching my video. Please feel free to share, suggest the videos, subscribe, so you can keep, so you can keep up with me, and also leave me comments, message, topic suggestions, etc., etc. All of my contact information is always left under the video, so you can contact me, add me on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere there. And until next week, until Wednesday, and until the following week, so I can do my my weekly review of the second episode of season 4 of the Real Housewives in Atlanta. I hope all is well with everyone out there, and take care.